Today is very exciting. We are going to be learning our very first rhythm. Now, what does that mean? For those of us who don't know anything about music, a rhythm is when we put those two notes that we've learned. Remember the tapping note and remember the long note that you have to hold on to? When we put those two in special patterns, it turns into what we call a rhythm. It's when you have more than one of those together, okay? So we're going to look at our very first rhythm or our very first pattern of notes, if you like. Okay, so today we are going to learn our very first rhythm. What does that mean? Rhythm is when you put these notes, these symbols that we've learned that are called music notes, together in a pattern. It can be the same note, a few of the same notes, or it can be a bit of both. And that's what we're going to look at. In your song, at the bottom of the page, first march, you are going to see this note first, then you are going to see that note again, and then you are going to see a white one, right? So you're going to have a tap, and then a long note. And after that long note, you're going to see that there's a line. We're going to come back to talk about these lines in the next section, okay? Not right now. What we want to start looking at is tap, tap, and long note. This is our first rhythm. This is our first pattern of putting notes together, okay? So tap, tap, and long note. 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 Okay, so let's see what that sounds like on the piano. So today we're learning our first rhythm, okay? And that just means special pattern of how they've put the notes together. So the pattern that we just looked at on our mini boards is the tap, tap, and the long note. Okay, so we're just going to pick one key because we want to concentrate on the rhythm, on the pattern. Okay, we don't want to worry about, if we change fingers and we're doing different keys and different fingers, you'll get confused. So please just stick to one key. And again, we'll choose a finger, we'll pick a key, and we'll stay on that for the rhythm. So which one do I feel like? Let's start with the thumb. And we'll start with the thumb on the dog because we haven't done that yet. Okay, and it's a tap, tap, and a long note. Tap, tap, and a long note. Tap, tap, and a long note. Let's find another dog. Same thumb, number one. Tap, tap, and a long note. Tap, tap, and a long note. I got a hiccup in the middle. Tap, tap, and a long note. And all the way down here. Tap, tap, and a long note. Tap, tap, and a long note. Okay, let's use finger number 2. We'll work on the elephants this time. Same rhythm. Okay, we're trying to learn this pattern. Tap, tap, and a long note. Tap, tap, and a long note. Up here. Tap, tap, and a long note. Tap, tap, and a long note. And down here. Tap, tap, and a long note. Tap, tap, and a long note. Well done. Well, we'll try cats. And then we'll finish there. I'll let you choose whatever finger you want to do for the cats. Me, I'm going to try and do finger number 4 because my 4 never gets much work. So poor little 4, I'm going to use him. Ready? Tap, tap, and a long note. Tap, tap, and a long note. Over here to this cat. Tap, tap, and a long note. Tap, tap, and a long note. My 4's getting tired. So I'm going to do the last one with my pinky. And I've left only one for the pinky because I get tired doing long notes. Ready? So tap, tap, and a long note. Tap, tap, and a long note. And there you go. Our very first rhythm, or very first pattern of notes. How was that? How did you go with your very first rhythm? Was it tricky? Tap, tap, long note. Tap, tap, long note. Okay, so keep practicing. Remember, you can watch these videos over and over again and do it with me many, many times, okay? You don't have to do it just once and expect yourself to remember it. No, no, no. You're meant to do them many, many times. You can either do it by yourself after you watch the lesson in different spots on your piano, or you can just replay the videos and do it together with me, okay? But you need to do it many times. You have to get used to all these new things.